All right, guys, today's video, we're going to talk about what comes with your Viper track kit. So as you guys know, we have relaunched Viper tracks as of 2026. On the table right now, we have a Jekyll 4x8, but the contents of the kit is going to be the same for any Viper track, with the exception of flat tracks. They're not going to come with bridge supports, obviously, because they don't need them. But over here in this pile, we have a checklist. Okay, this comes with every single Viper track. It's checklists that we do here. It also has a track map because your pieces are going to be labeled A, B, C, D. Sometimes the pieces might look the same, but they're not. That was a big problem on a lot of the older tracks, the straightaways. We had straightaways that were really close in length, and we had a couple of guys that had problems putting their tracks together. All the new designs, we have made straightaways the same length and made them ambidextrous if possible to minimize that. So that's something else that we've done for you. But on this checklist, you'll have all the contents of the track kit. And so you can go over that. It shows when it was packed, who packed it, and that way if something's missing, we know internally who to ask for it. So first up, you have your routed track sections. So these sections, these ones obviously are already unwrapped, but this is how your track is going to come, okay? There is no rail in it. This is just the routed track section. It is ready for you to put the rails in. That is specified in the information on the builder's kit. We have a lot of people that, why would you sell a track that way? You know, well, we do that because we show you how in our YouTube videos, how to install the rails. And I always tell people, if you can put a slot car together, you can absolutely rail track. Save a ton of money by doing it, which is why, you know, for this hobby, we offer that as the least expensive option, which in this case, this is still, you know, a $1,300 track kit. But if the rails were in it, it'd probably be a $2,000 track kit. So, but this is how your track sections come. You would want to lay them out. We'll go through that in another video. This video is just to talk about what comes with your track. So inside of your box, you're going to have a couple spools of rail. They look like this. They're just packed up in this envelope. These are 20-foot random lengths, so that is a random, it's kind of a, you know, I guess it's a catch-22. It's a random length, but it's meant to be over 20 feet. It could vary by a couple of feet. Obviously, this track piece is a little over 4 feet long. You're not going to use that entire piece in this thing, but definitely make sure that whatever piece of rail you are using, that it is long enough for that section. Because some guys, they'll rail multiple sections together so that they have less power tap joints, which is pretty cool, and you can definitely do that. But your rail comes with the track. We also include in one of the rail boxes, you're going to have a file. This is for filing the ends of the rails when they're sticking out of your track and you glue them in. You're going to go ahead and file that up. So we included that now. We also included some heavy duty flush cuts. So these are not side cutters. These are flush cut, which means that there is no chamfer on the backside. It's completely flush. Those are essential for track building. We have Zap-A-Gap medium and glue tips. These are for finishing the ends, and you can spot glue. This is actually quite a bit of glue. It's way more than what you need to finish the ends and a couple of spots on your track. But you know, we recommend at least like every foot to 18 inches, about an inch long glue bead. With our new rail, with the tri-lock system that's in it, it's not as critical, especially if you're not running heavy magnet cars, but it is always good to do that to secure it. So we also have, in this one, we have the sanding sponges for your rail. These add even more abrasion to your rail in addition to the grooves that are there. You do want to pull your rail through this, and then you just pull the rail through a microfiber towel. You don't have to clean it with anything. We actually found that too clean of rail, it prevents the glue from bonding to it as well as it does if it's just wiped clean. So That's something that we did learn and we are passing on to you guys. So we include those. We also include track screws. So this is enough screws to fasten the track down and enough screws for the bridge support system, which happens to be included on this particular track. We have the V-locks, which is, we used to call these dog bones. We've gone away from that, and now it's the Viper lock system, which if you look at it, it kind of looks like a Viper face. Pretty slick. Let's see, we also have your T-taps with the pre-soldered female bullet connector, and we have your T-tap jumpers, okay? And these are what you would use for adding power to the track, and this is jumping from section to section. So obviously if you rail through sections, you need less of these. This particular track, it's about 32 foot of lap length. We run it on one tap. We tested it with V-specs and other cars, and it was totally fine. We also have in this bag the male bullet connectors, which you will solder to your wiring, and that'll run under the table, but that is included. Then in this bin, or in this box, we have your lock wire. So red, white, blue, and yellow are standard colors on a 4-lane. And that's pretty much it for your standard track kit. That's what it's gonna come with. Like I said, because this track comes with bridge supports, you can see right here, these are your bridge base. So this is actually the road bed that goes under your track, and it's all labeled A, B, C, D. Each spot where there's a set of 3 screws, you have a different support. These are already bagged up because this track is going out, but these are all various heights to create the perfect ramp up and ramp down. It is an ABC system, so you just match, you know, all of us did that when we were, 3 years old? So you match the A riser to the A location, put the screws in there, and then we have a double V-lock on these. It's just a little bit bigger, more robust. And these are the mounts. So once you get your track where you want it and your bridge and all that stuff positioned, you will slide this under a few of the uprights, and you can go ahead and super glue that and then fasten it to the table, and then everything's locked in. But overall, I mean, that can be, we'll do a video on assembling that specifically for the Jekyll, but in this video, we just wanted to cover what was in the basic kit. A lot of guys don't know, and this is pretty much it. This is really all that you need. One thing that I'm not showing here is the rail install tools. So those, I have them pre-packed already. I wasn't able to break one of those down, but they do come with this. They're billet aluminum. There is a rod, and then there's a center rail install tool. You guys will see more of that in our rail install video, which we're gonna be redoing all of our track videos so that you guys that are buying these track kits, it's a seamless process to roll through that. But that's it for the day. If you have questions, you can throw them in the comments, but honestly, we don't monitor that every single day, and a lot of times comments will get lost. So if you do have questions, email support@viperscalracing.com, and we'll make sure that customer service gets back to you. See ya.